You are exhausted that first month of having your first child. Then you get slammed with this news about this virus that's taking over the world. Hello, my name is Bill Vesper. I'm 36 years old. I live in Havertown, Pennsylvania, right outside of Philadelphia. And I'm married and have one child.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jannine Malave, Philly girl, born and raised. I am an office manager and recruiter by trade. Currently living in Northern Liberties with my very hot husband, Nelson, and our two beautiful rock star children, Isabella and Franco.
I'm Melissa Leonard. I'm a realtor at Caldwell Banker Preferred. I live in a suburb in Philadelphia. My son Maxwell is 18 years old, and my daughter Madison is going to be 21 in June.
So my son was born February 17th of 2020. And so not even a month later, the entire world shuts down. And I remember leaving the hospital and the nurses were giving us all of these instructions on, how to care for this new child. This was our first. And so being a first-time parent, you're already anxious about everything with this kid. And at the same time, you are exhausted, you haven't slept, you're not thinking straight. And it definitely adds another level of anxiety to the whole mix. But then on the other hand, I think that it was almost a blessing for us because we were going to be inside anyway.
At the very start of the school year, we had to make the decision to either go all virtual or all in person. Our children literally told us, we don't want to be homeschooled anymore.
I'm ready to go to school because homeschool stinks.
And we opted to do all in person. I'm not the standardized mama, and I do oftentimes feel guilt about that. My husband, Nelson, is the primary person to take care of the children.
Have a good day, Mommy.
You too, baby. Love you.
Take them to school, pick them up from school, make them their snacks when they get home, do their homework with them, while I'm over here in the periphery working on my computer, disengaged for the most part. But I'm very grateful that my husband is here to pick up the slack.
Good morning. I usually wake up around 9 o'clock in the morning. The first thing I do is I check my phone, then I start my day.
I go on the computer to see what houses have been listed. Then I try to get my buyers into them if we can.
I go in and I check all my kids. Maxwell first, since he is the earliest and has more of a schedule. Are you getting up for school?
I'm in class right now.
You're in class right now?
Yeah.
Madison is very on top of things. I don't really have to check on her too much. I just kind of go in to say good morning to her.
I founded Vesper Brothers Foods with my twin brother, John. Vesper Brothers Foods is a specialty food company that we started in our father's deli. And so we had to make the decision of whether or not we were going to keep our businesses open or we were going to close them. But also, for me specifically, I have a child at home that we are already worrying about him getting sick with the flu or with some other kind of sickness. And adding COVID made it even more concerning. But we felt like we had an obligation to the community to keep our businesses open and to continue to feed the community.
I think the most difficult role during this pandemic has been as a sane mother. I do think that all mothers during the pandemic have had to wear multiple hats. I've become a teacher, a therapist to myself and to others. I have even become an IT tech.
Before COVID, I used to have a really fun life. I used to travel the world. I used to be at different events in Philly every night wearing all these really cool, beautiful dresses. And now I still need to get my nails done because it's important to still look good even if you're not really going anywhere. That's right.
You don't realize the impact that certain people have on your life and ways that they literally help you and also emotionally help you.
Just trying to keep it fun and light. Some of the things that the kids say sound like they're off of a reality TV show.
Franco, say this. How much weight would woodchuck jumping?
Just looking forward to the end of all of this and hopefully gathering and partying and celebrating with all of our loved ones as we used to pre-pandemic.
Best thing about the quarantine is that we actually got to spend a lot of time together. The main room in my house is the family room den. Maxwell's always playing his Xbox. That is pretty much where all of us hang out if we're not just laying in bed and watching Netflix.
So if we're being honest, we watch a lot of Netflix. I couldn't even tell you how many shows we've watched at this point.
It's nice that we get to spend so much time together and, spend time figuring out what dinners we're going to have and what games we're going to play. It's all about what the three of us are going to do together. So I'm very excited for the world to open up and to actually spend time doing things in Philadelphia again.